you like that, huh?
Oh, that was cool. Yeah, I like that.
Change it up just a little bit. I was trying to I don't know if you saw the message, trying to figure out the password to the Vets anonymous account on Gmail.
Oh, I need to redo that. Matter of fact. So
yeah,
I'll be redoing that tomorrow. Make sure you guys send me a note in the thing, and I'll redo the password in there and make it something that everyone will remember.
Did you redo it already?
No, I did not. I will,
because the old one doesn't work.
It does, but I will redo it.
Okay. Because I was trying to grab stuff off the drive because I wanted to rehash the video a little bit, and I had what I had.
Yeah,
so.
it's all good. Do you, boo boo?
I'm trying.
Full House name, Michael. What's
You're
up,
right.
Boyles?
What's going, Mr. Boyles?
Boyles. I always want to say Boyles.
Why? It's clearly Boyles.
Because it's Boyles.
Yeah. Welcome to Scram, Jett. It's Tuesday night.
Juneteenth as well.
What? Huh? Welcome to Scram, Jett. It's Tuesday night again. 6/22, June 22nd. Woohoo! Another Tuesday night with us. Another Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Anybody eat tacos? We're all slacking.
I had chips and salsa. Does that count?
Sure, why not? I ate a Philly taco. It's a cheesesteak.
I had a burrito.
You're the closest
not
out of
a
all
taco, Jen. So okay, never mind. Anyway,
it's a soft shell taco.
It's soft shell taco
it's a
rolled
taco
up.
contained. It's contained.
True.
Still taco.
Taco in a sleeping bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is Tuesday night again. I'm W, your host. With me are the ever loyal Uncle Si. Cuddling Kittens is back again. Thank you for joining us. And the busiest man in barbecue, the American, aka the Sauce Boss. I don't know if you've seen him lately. If you haven't, you're on all the wrong channels. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everything this guy's been throwing down. How many pounds of meat did you cook this weekend?
So we cooked 17 roaster chickens and 6 10-pound pork butts. So the event I was cooking for, there's a spot in Mermis because I met the guys once because my job was to cook. And so I got there Friday evening, got everything prepped. Unfortunately, I was relying on a Marine to follow instructions. And I told him, I told him, so you got the frozen chickens and the frozen butts, take them out the day before and let them start thawing and then put them in the fridge. What he did was put the frozen butts in a frozen fridge that was down to like 5 degrees. So yeah, they totally thawed not. So when I got there, I was like, great. So I started the thought process. Anyway, the event was for a group of guys out there, an organization that takes people out with paraplegic, quadriplegic, handicapped folks, and they take them on hunts so they can get an elk, a moose, or not a moose, an elk, a antelope, a deer, and it's 100% paid for. And so
I got to say it. If a Marine was involved, I'm surprised one of the chickens didn't end up pregnant.
Yeah, one didn't want to cook finally at the end of the day, so I brought my Oklahoma Joe's pellet with me.
Hey, allegedly.
They had two pit boss stand-ups, one propane, one electric, and I made it happen. And it was cool. I had the chickens. They got a full 12-hour brine. I cooked the butts a day ahead. I slept in my truck out there. You know, it was a good time. For what it was for, I sold some sauce. I met some guys because it was a rifle caliber pistol shoot, and some cats that came back from last year. We had some people from Eastern Europe out there, so they were able to try my product on chicken, on pork butt, and my beans, and it was phenomenal. Everyone had a good time, and I was glad. I was happy to be out there to support them.
Is that the handgun hunter thing?
Yeah, that handgun hunter thing.
Yeah, I saw it from a couple guys that were mutual friends with up there. Yeah, I think Tex was out there, wasn't he?
Yeah, I ran into Tex.
Good old brother.
Out there. It was kind of cool. So it was an experience. It was very fun. I had a good time. Like I said, doing what I do, it's not when you're doing pit work, you don't really get to mingle and meet folks like people think you do, because you're really just focused on making sure the food is done right.
Yep.
And it's not like I don't want to. Even when I was in there talking to folks, like for a little bit, the only thing I look at is when I walk in the door and if everyone's quiet eating. If everyone's quiet eating, I don't care. I don't give a shit. They're quiet eating. I was bringing in chickens. I had my big cleaver. Unfortunately, not the one you got me, Dave. I'm still working on that.
I understand, bro. I understand.
But I had my cleaver chopping chicken. And the thing is, if you smoke a chicken properly, the only thing you need to cut is the breast in half. The legs will just fall off. And that's one of the, you know, and the cool thing is I ran in there was a rancher kid out there named John. He had to be maybe 11 or 12. This kid was amazing. He was in there. He took some pictures for me. He was my cameraman. He was my wingman doing stuff, you know, helping me out. And he has a passion for cooking. So I was able to talk to him about the, you know, his passion for cooking and fostering that with him and teaching him some tips and tricks. Cause he watched me pull the chickens apart. He goes, "Why don't you cut the legs and the thighs off?" I'm like, "Cause if you smoke it properly, they should just fall off."
Yep.
You know, and stuff like that. So it was a very, like I said, it was a very good event, very good time.
Cool.
Yes, I have done. So these are the ways I've done hog. I've done a hog in the ground Hawaiian style. I've done a hog in the ground Southern style, which is stuffed, wrapped in like at least 2 to 3 things of aluminum foil, covered with dirt and coals, and also in
a wire frame,
then covered with dirt and coals, and you have to pull it out with a tractor. I've done a hog on a smoker. I've done a hog on a pit. I've quartered a hog. Like, I haven't said I've done every way to do a hog. I've even built a cinder brick smoker with a steel grate and put one on there. So I've done hog probably at least 7 or 8 different ways. I'm not a hog, but I'm not a hog master.
Yeah. So I was there when Felix did his first hog. It was with me.
No, that was my first hog.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. You told me that. You're like, dude, I've never done one of these before. How you do it? I'm like,
well, no, I never did one by myself. Without someone that's done, like, without family members. Like when I've done hogs, you know, I was out there doing hogs with fam. You know, I've never been like me.
It was literally 10 years ago.
Yeah, number
so
1,
I definitely
2.
Misunderstood you.
Yeah, number 1, 2 on smoker. You know what I mean? It depends on me. I always had like Unk is Unk's problem. It's why it's not done.
Yeah. Just somebody to point at.
I'm just a beer go getter guy, so don't blame me.
Hey, let's do some small introductions for some people that haven't been here before. Fight it out for interest.
Go ahead. I'm working on something right now.
Yeah, Uncle Si, what's going on?
I'm Uncle Si, Army vet, active reserves, guard, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, a couple times to Korea. Worked on vehicles, got to hang out with guys that blew stuff up. That was fun. So just here hanging.
Felix, we can hear you.
No, I'm sorry. I was downloading something.
Okay.
I think I can answer that for Felix, Caleb. I think it's 205. 205 is Felix's magic number.
I'm not in chat, so I can't see because I'm downloading pictures.
Okay.
What's the ideal temp you prefer to cook pig at?
Oh, what I cook a hog at? What the number is? The number 2. So Dave, 205 is my magic number for briskets and butts to be done. Yeah. So depending on the size of the hog, the smaller the hog, the more leeway you have. So keeping it around 225 is the number. Is the optimum temp. Grill I like temp. To keep grill temp. I like to keep for a hog, but you know, like I said, that's also like you're dealing with optimum size and stuff like that. You got a bigger hog, you have a lot more to deal with than you do when you're messing with a smaller piece of meat. So hold up, I'm predicating this video playing. And I was going to play. 1 second. Quiet. Turn it off. I don't know how to do it. I'm glad this shit ain't porn. Be like weird.
Cuddling Kittens, how's it going? A little intro.
I'm Cuddling Kittens, also known as Jenny. I'm an Air Force veteran. I used to work B-1 and F-16 motors. Now
Jenny.
I just go to school online and make silly TikToks.
You make
Jenny.
great TikToks.
Amazing.
I'm surprised no one's
Shame.
done that yet, so I'm doing it.
Well, Jenny, I get that all the time.
Jenny.
I'm the one from Alabama here. Come on now.
I'm sorry, I interrupted your back.
Greenbow, Alabama.
Greenbow, Alabama.
No, Michael, that would be Judy when she gets back on. She will have a tab open with porn playing. Sorry, bro.
Explicit content. I'm W. I'm from the South Coast, Mobile, Alabama. 10-year Air Force veterans, aircraft metals technology. I worked on B-1s, F-35s, and a slew of other things at a transient location. Barely missed Jenny by like a year at Ellsworth. I served with Felix. We had a lot of fun, cooked a lot of things, drank a lot of bourbon. That's why we're still buddies to this day. You. Yeah, just chilling down here in Mobile. Had old Claudette come through this weekend. Tropical Storm Claudette didn't do much. Rained a bunch above, like north of us. But it's just typical summer rain for us. So I mean,
yeah, people get it kind of twisted.
There were some tornadoes that did some bad things. There were Bruton, Alabama got hit with one. Pace,
I saw that.
Florida, and then the storm was attributed to a wreck on I-65 North here going up through Alabama that killed like 12 kids.
Yeah, I saw that. Like 12 kids. They were on a bus or something.
Yeah, there was a van for the sheriff's club or sheriff's club association for used or abused kids, and like hydroplaned and sorry, it's not nothing to talk about. I said that. For used kids, 1995. No, it's bad. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'm sorry.
Like you said,
used cars.
Oh my god!
I was about to say there's a car carrier too with used cars. I didn't really mean to get that mixed up. That was bad. I'm sorry.
My god, that was a really bad mix up.
That's some of that veteran dark humor.
Yeah. Couldn't help it, man. Couldn't help it. Anyway, no, it was pretty stinking sad.
Damn it.
Like everybody in the van perished except for the driver. It was attributed to hydroplaning, and it shut down the interstate for like 4 hours, both north and south. It sucked. I mean, badly. But other than that, just trying to dump enough chlorine to kill all the green stuff in my pool. That's about it. It's been a little rough. Watching racing this weekend. Watch Formula Drift from New Jersey. Had a couple buddies competing up there. And then Sunday morning, Formula One from France.
Oh, that was a good race.
That was a good race. That was a good race.
I loved Sunday because it went from the F1 to Indy, then to NASCAR.
NASCAR, yep.
And then I watched the replay of the SRX. I'm really liking that new series Tony Stewart started where he yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but I know what you're talking about.
They were down in Knoxville on dirt this last weekend.
Okay.
And it's the same car, whether it's on dirt or on concrete or asphalt. They just change tires and a little weight. And, oh, man, those things were just moving. It was a blast.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'll introduce myself one day. Anyway, keep talking.
Well, we try to do introductions before you dove into, 60 pounds of booty. I cooked 60 pounds of booty this weekend. A bunch of chicks hanging around.
I'm just giving you shit.
Same back to your brother.
Yeah. No.
You've been gone a while. You've been gone
American. I've been rocking and rolling with BBQ. We got a food trailer we're working on coming out. We got investment packages and numbers and anger and Hulk smash when people ask me for shit that I just want to just tell them, let me do what I do and give me money and you'll get more money back. But it's business. I'm like, did Pat Riley be like, Michael, I know it's the NBA finals, but how many dunks are you going to get? Do you have an estimate on how many forecasts on how many free throws and 3-pointers you're going to get? Like, no, you just put Jordan in. And I'm not saying by any means that I'm Jordan, but it is one of those things. You were Jordan. No, I'm not saying I was Jordan, but I'm saying is when you find someone, when you come to someone that you know what they do, you let them do what they do.
Well, the one that cracked me up was, what is your food waste cost? It's like, I don't know. It depends how many people show up,
So it's, but to me, it's, and I'm not mad, I'm not upset, but I don't run in that realm in my head. I just cook I create, and people like it or they don't. And so when it comes to the analytics of it, it's like, and I'm not trying to compare myself to a person with like autism or like a beautiful mind, but you can't take that guy from a beautiful mind and tell him to build a house because he will freak out because he doesn't get mechanics, structure, blah, blah, blah. He gets the numbers and how they flow in his brain. And for me,
do you hear this? The Sauce Boss is an artist. You leave him alone.
I do what I do, but no. So we've been doing that. I wholesale. I ran around today. Ran into some wholesale clients. Where do I buy barbecue sauce? I didn't get to see it pop too fast. I'm not in chat.
Sorry.
It's one of the greatest.
Oh yeah, I know.
Nice.
Saya answered that for somebody the other day. Hey,
But,
can you DM me? I want to buy some sauce. How about going to the website, bro?
Yeah. And I still have people that do that. But we have our new habanero that came out, and literally I have 5 left. 5.
Nice.
5.
Are you serious?
I had 5 cases like 3 days ago. We have 5 left. We're still pushing out our product, the brisket rub. So when I did the butts, I put my brisket rub on it, and that's it. And I pulled it, nothing else. The dude from Texas bought like 3 bags and brought it back.
Nicely done.
So like I said, I've been trying to figure out marketing, trying to get online sales boosted, trying to just make money so I can get this food trailer and not have to really stress about life and things. Got a new smoker for Father's Day. The wife bought me a deal we'll talk about later. I got a new master build gravity fed joint. And if we want to get into that, we'll get into it.
I was about to pull the trigger on it, man. I got the page up and everything.
Dude, I will say it's cheaper on Amazon than anywhere else.
Yeah.
And if that's what we're going into, we can go into it. I have pictures. I posted up.
Sure. You ain't been here a while, brother. I want to hear what's been going on. Oh, you put pictures up?
Yeah, I put picture up. So for me, for Father's Day, I got we'll talk about the house real quick. So we're doing some upgrades. I got some steps getting put in from the back patio to the downstairs patio. It's one of those things that we always wanted to do to keep those are the steps actually installed. Nice. There's another picture of Yoda making sure the steps are solid. Luckily, we had a very humid and hot day, so they got poured today and they're actually done. And they're stamped. They're stamped pretty aggressive. So those steps go from the top patio, so you can walk down and you don't have to like go down a freaking
rock climb.
So we got that in there. Yeah, we got that in there. I think this is a video.
Daddy might be a little dicky.
That's not something else. That's food. That's for later. No, it's nothing weird. But
the way it phrased it, though.
Yeah.
All I heard was daddy, and I'm like, what?
No,
I heard daddy might be a dick. And I'm just like,
that's what I heard.
So that's what we were doing here on our front for home front. But so the reasoning we're working on stuff like that patio is I'm trying to make this back because we built this house for friends and family to come over and be able to hang out and be comfortable. Because we have this back patio with all my smokers. That's my Oklahoma Joe's on the far right side, a traditional offset. Next to that is Oklahoma Joe's pellet. Then the one that looks like there's smoke coming off is the one we're going to be talking about. It's our Master Build gravity-fed charcoal. We have a 2-burner commercial infrared charbroil, and next to that is my Master Build stand-up guy. And that is the new Father's Day gift, the Master Build gravity-fed charcoal. So this little cage on the right side is a heat cage. There's a chimney. You literally fill it with lump charcoal or briquettes. The bottom, you see there's a separation in the cage, is a waste basket. So as the coal burns down and the embers fall out, is a catch bin. And you can take wood and put it inside that catch bin so you get charcoal smoke and wood smoke. Now on the far left, I do have a probe on here because I had to leave house, so I didn't want to trust it.
Yeah.
And that probe is Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so I can check it from when I'm not at home. But this thing has a full array of sensors, 4 sensors on the far left. It has your Bluetooth on the bottom. It has your heat, temp, and everything else on it. So everyone that uses wood and charcoal, this thing took 20 minutes to get to temp.
It's got that long vertical stack for sure. That's awesome.
The one long vertical stack, but where you see those, so you see those two metal blades on the right side of that smoker. They slide in.
Those are valves, right?
Well, one's to close the heat valve, the air from the fan, and one's to close the heat. Well, right below where it says gravity series, that last two letters, there's actually a fan. You can see it at the very bottom, angled into a vent. And you actually open up the bottom door. There's a door on the very bottom, and you open that door up to where you pull out your tray to dump it. Well, there is a tray that you don't take out, but you put your fire starters in, and you actually have to start the charcoal with like you do it normally charcoal. But once you close it, that fan blows on those fire starters. So I leave it open and I'll let them burn so that I'll make sure they close it up. That thing will tell you this, and for charcoal smokers, this thing gives you a chubby. What's the worst thing you can do when you light your charcoal and you think it's going, and you go inside to get your meat prep and you come back outside?
And it's out.
It's out. This thing has an alarm to tell you that the charcoal's not lit.
So it's still an easy bake oven.
No, well, here.
No, seriously.
I'm messing with you.
That bottom door has a sensor. That top door has a switch, and the lid has a switch. You open any one of those three doors, it turns off the fan so it doesn't keep pushing heat. So it'll tell you lid open. It'll tell you what's open, so the fan won't keep pushing heat.
I think, like you were talking about, one of the other reasons why it gets to heat so quick is it's so well insulated. You were leaning on the top of that thing.
This whole lid, you can put. I had it smoking at 215 for probably 6 hours. I put my hand on that lid. Now the back is hot because that's where the air vents out.
Yeah.
But that side where the electronics are and the front and the whole thing is cool. Like you literally put your hand on there, it might be 70 degrees. Now, my biggest thing is after getting the charcoal lit as awesome as I did, I was super stoked. I was like, wow, you don't get charcoal lit that fast. And then you get to put wood chunks in it, or wood chips, not pellets. So you get the wood smoke. I'm like, this is technically giving me what my pellet and what my a traditional smoker gives me. Yeah. Now, this is the brisket because I seasoned it the day before. This is the brisket off of that guy. Look at that smoke ring. That's an 8-pound brisket.
Extra layer of skin right there. That looks awesome.
Yeah, that's a smoke ring on that bad boy right there. Now, I have a couple little videos to show you.
Well, I must say, Master Build, you guys did it this time. This Master Build 1050 gravity-fed smoker is like my pellet and my traditional smoker had a baby, and the baby came out amazing. This brisket was an 8-pound signature select from Dakota Meats, and it was awesome. The slice was nice. The bend, take a look at that, was amazing. The break, the bite. There's nothing bad about this. It put a smoke ring on this. Like I cooked this all day on a traditional smoker, and I cooked this on a gravity-fed charcoal wood smoker. It was phenomenal. The taste, the cut, there's nothing that can be beat. Telling you guys, take a look at that Master Build gravity-fed charcoal smoker. It is phenomenal.
And
now we have
signed that endorsement deal.
Yeah. And then, of course, my daddy dickish moment when I did I tried to say danger bend because I had it bending over the.
Daddy might be a little dickish for this one, but it's a cool danger hang.
The danger hang because Yoda literally was seconds from jumping up and taking a finger.
E4 Mafia was like, yeah, dangle that in front of me. Come on now.
Yeah. Now, mind you, if people watch me on my TikTok, they know those dogs got some of that brisket. They did.
Oh, yeah.
They all got some of that brisket. So
I
no
want
worries.
some of that brisket. Damn.
But there's a phrase that I'm gonna say, dudes out there, that I never thought I would say is I want to sell my traditional smoker and my pellet smoker. Like after cooking with that, minus not having charcoal, which I'm working on, I got
your stand-up smoker, stand-up gas.
No, the traditional. No, not the gas, but the traditional
Oklahoma.
Wood Oklahoma Joe's and the Oklahoma Joe's pellet. I don't really see the need because this now it does not have mechanics. So as long as gravity stays constant, you got a deal. You don't have to worry about pellets getting wet. You don't have to worry about all these sensors that might go out. Like the things that aired out on me were the first time I used it, I lit the fire starter and closed the door too quick and knocked them out. So it has a heat thing inside of it that heats up, but it was like, hey, your charcoal's not lit. I was like, holy shit, thank you. My bad. Like it's literally gravity. And then the way it's insulated, it's efficient. I went in a town for almost 2 hours and it only dropped 6 inches. The whole brisket to cook took 1 20-pound bag with the seasoning I used the day before. And there's still charcoal in the smoker. I literally opened it up today after it was all cool. You cool it off by closing it up and putting those little vents in. This morning I walked out there, opened it up, pulled the little bucket out and just dumped it in my ashtray. And I was like, this is cleanup. I'm like, I don't have to deconstruct a smoker.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like seriously, I want one more of those and I'm good. Like Master Build, I don't even need an endorsement. Holla. But there's bigger companies that make smokers like that are way more expensive.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. It's something that high-end smokers have been using for a couple of years that is now in the commercial market where people can use it. It is a $700 plus smoker. If you get on Amazon, you can get it for like $6 something. But if you're a smoker out there and you're using real wood and you like real wood and you're a smoker, it brings the two together.
And simple is sometimes still the best way to go. And that seems a lot simpler than the other stuff that you got.
And that's what's kept me away from a lot of the crazy stuff. Given I don't have a lot of time, but I'm like, man, I don't need an easy bake oven. I've learned how to control my temp on this particular grill and all this stuff. But seeing this now, like with Felix's experiment, I'm like,
dude, it was a Father's Day gift, probably the best Father's Day gift I've ever had. And I tell you, so I got on TikTok and did I'm going live at 7 a.m. to trim a brisket and blah, blah, blah. And I was preparing for I trim the brisket. It's partly trimmed because I'm working with this meat company here in South Dakota, a local farmer. So he can actually trim out briskets where you can buy them ready to put on the smoker.
Nice.
And he's trimming out meat so you don't have to trim it. You just get it and cook it. And I was like, well, I'm going to trim this brisket up. I took like a 1/4 pound of fat and meat off of this thing. And I'm like, I better get out there and start the smoker so I can go back in and finish the brisket prep. And by the time I put the charcoal in, had it prepped, had the timer on, I'm sitting there talking on TikTok, and I look over at the thermo, the read on the gauge. I'm like, 210. And I'm talking. I look back, 215. I was like, it's been 20 minutes. And I'm like, there's no way this charcoal's lit. So I open the bottom, you hear the fan go off, and I look up. Charcoal at the bottom is fully engulfed, rocking and rolling. And I'm like, I've never had charcoal go this
fan forced. So I mean,
it's fan forced, but the thing is, as a charcoal, like you love that taste and everything else.
Yeah,
you're just like, there's no like, why aren't anyone? Why are you still using pellets?
No, yeah, it literally says on the Amazon, it's $6.97 on Amazon for the 1050. It says reaches 225 degrees in 10 minutes or 700 degrees in 15 minutes. That's what I want for steaks.
Well, the thing is, the very bottom grates, they say it, they're stamped in. It says sear, and then you flip them. They're flat for sear, and you flip them, and they're angled,
ridged
for the meat's pleasure.
Yeah,
and it's ridged for smoke. And only gauge on the front, it says smoke. It says smoke, barbecue, grill, and sear.
Nice.
So this week I pulled out a tomahawk. I pulled out a tomahawk steak. I'm going to be doing a tomahawk steak on that. So Bob's your uncle. If you don't get one of these, Do you really smoke or do you just barbecue?
You got me looking at it like,
No, seriously. Do not get one of these.
Good because it's like, do I want to haul this all the way across the
Pellets are
country?
cheap. Charcoal is cheaper than pellets.
Oh yeah,
You don't have to worry about them acquiring moisture because if you leave them in there and then get the cover costs $60. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things like this. I want another one. I want another one because it's just awesome. Like I was like, oh, I can use my pellet for sides and blah blah blah. I'm like, why? Just get another one. I can use that one for fucking sides too. It's huge on the inside. It made an 8-pound brisket look like a freaking pork chop.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
It looks small,
but I've been looking at it and it's 3 racks tall. Looks like it's got a monster amount of space. What does it say? The overall dimensions are 33 by 61 by 52.
Huge, son.
Weighs 202 pounds.
Michael, did you buy it? Did you buy it, Mike?
Delivered in 2 days.
Mike's all like, Amazon Prime, come on.
This is saying it. If I buy it right now, I'll get here by July 2nd, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Damn it, Felix. See, I did give you a lot of crap for the pellet stuff, but we ended up talking one night about pellet stuff and like how people were, you need to develop recipes for your sauces and stuff like that on pellet grill because that's where the market's going. It's going toward convenience and stuff like this. And of course, I love my just char griller, barrel grill. I've grown up smoking on it, 4 briskets or 4 butts at a time, 2 briskets at a time, hundreds of chicken wings, whatever. I'm just used to it. I can literally forget
chicken
it.
Wing, hot dog,
yeah,
and bologna, chicken and macaroni.
I'm surprised you didn't hear my kids singing that earlier, Jen.
I did.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. It was this
is something like,
oh my god, look at that tiger,
man.
Yeah, and they're not much more expensive than the Oklahoma Joes we were looking at. So I sent a message to Matt, and I was just like, "Hey."
On Amazon, the price is a pennies above what the Oklahoma Joes cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
and I don't have to pay a delivery fee.
Mike just put it up.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Yes, Mike just put it up $770 for the whole deal. Cover, smoker, bag, boom, boom. All you need is meat and go.
Because my Oklahoma Joe's was $6-something with another $50 cover. And like I said, you don't have to worry about it not working when it's too cold. You don't have to worry. There's no mechanics that can fail unless gravity decides to stop.
Is that a double walled lid or just a single? It looks like single.
No, it's a double walled lid.
Is it? Oh,
so it's a 1/4-inch double walled lid, and it's heavy.
What I mean, it looks like. I mean, this is a promo shot, but
the crazy thing is, dude, it's actually not like when you move the whole smoker. Amber and Oz were able to get it in the back of the Suburban by taking. All they had to do was take the handles off. And they brought it inside. My Oklahoma Joe's was heavier than that thing.
Oh yeah, that's freaking solid, freaking steel. So that's fairly interesting.
Telling you, man, you will like. I have never thought we're building out that backyard on purpose for business and having people over. And I was like in my head, like, oh, I'm gonna have all these smokers lined up. And it's like you in cars.
You're like,
and if like you got your dream car and you go, you know what? I will sell everything else for that car.
Yeah. Well,
like,
I did.
It's like I got Godzilla. Okay, cool. So I got Godzilla. All right, cool. So Skyline gone, like 350 gone. Like the.
Well, that'd be like selling your griddle because you got a smoker.
Yeah, that is
different
true.
Purposes.
But seriously, dude, that one does exactly what I need to do. It's like both my Oklahoma Joe's had a baby, and the baby was better.
I might be able to justify it. I am going to roll to the slide. Yes, thank you for the having so much fun. We got the sauce ball spat. We got a full house tonight. We're just
who is that?
Shit,
Jade.
Probably Jade. Yeah.
Probably Jade.
Anyway,
you don't run me.
You don't own me. Leave me alone. Oh.
Juneteenth.
We're part of the Veterans Anonymous Network. We're broadcasting right now to twitch.tv/VetsAnon, YouTube/Veterans Anonymous, and Facebook/Veterans Anonymous 22. On Monday nights, they are on a sabbatical for this summer. Judy G and Lunchbox. They will be back in the fall, I believe, usually on at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Monday. You are watching us right now on Scram Jett on a couple different platforms. We actually have our own YouTube now, just as a backup kind of recording thing. And if I want to snip some clips of everybody doing stupid stuff and funny parts, I'll throw it on there. But we are 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, you have Combat Cricket, usually Uncle Si, sometimes Cuddling Kittens, playing lots of freaking trivia and fun games. Just something to keep your mind off stuff. That's on Wednesday night. It's the Crossroads. And on Thursday night week, it's our resident Marines. For some reason, we let them give a weekend safety briefing. They're the closest one to the weekend. I'm sorry. The Full Metal Crane Eaters with Tommy Erotic and Baby Jesus. That is our slide. We need to do it more often. Thank you.
We need it fixed. But no, seriously, it was probably the best smoke I've ever done ever, Mike, because you're not waiting for wood and charcoal to get lit. You're not waiting for an auger to dump pellets when you got to go.
Kenny's late. Kenny's late to the game. You got a picture of it again?
Oh, I just deleted them all.
Here's fun. Here's fun. I got you.
Yeah.
Kenny says Masterbuilt Gravity 1050. He just got it for Father's Day. And
then also the one thing I do have an issue with. Go back to the picture where you're looking at the grill.
The
one thing.
The zoom in. Yeah.
Penny nitnoid issue. Well, mine is the Masterbuilt app. Unless I guess if you live in town, you have amazing Wi-Fi. The app kind of sucks. But the center grill. If you go to that center grill, that center grill is in two parts. When you put it in, there's a small rack that goes in the back, and the longer rack that's the same as the top rack goes in front of it. When you're working on stuff, there's no easy way to move the top rack out the way. So luckily I wear the cotton gloves with the latex, so you can pop up the back grate and slide the big one back. So that's my only thing. I think they should have made that top rack one big rack, but I'm thinking there's a reason that because you can
I got a welder, bro.
Well, that's true, but you'll see because the side, those brackets, they have channels in them where you have to, the way to get it in, you have to be able to articulate it.
I got you.
So it's like if they would have just made it one big bracket, but I think you can like swing it down. I read the instructions. It doesn't really say much about it, but maybe there's some reason for it being able to be flipped down.
Gotcha.
But like that thing, the knob, you feel when you turn it, you feel the little indents when it goes click, 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 click. It doesn't click, but you feel the bumps. And and then all the electronics on the bottom plugged in are super open and simple. Like everything. You can't. You see. That's what it must be there. That's how it is.
That's what I said. Look at the grates right there. They just flip back.
They're flipped back, and I just haven't done that part yet. But I don't see how, because those bars, the silver bars on the wall, I don't see how it works. But like I said, I didn't. It's not in the instructions that I have.
So that's what I was wondering about, because drunk chickens and taller things, and mostly drunk chickens. Beer butt chickens, need a little bit of height. So,
like, I don't know. I might go out there mobile and take a look at it.
Yeah, looks pretty cool though. Like seriously, like I'm.
Dude, and the thing is that front shelf folds down.
Yeah, it looked like it had a hinge.
Second bitch. No, seriously, it's just little nitnoid stuff.
Yeah.
The side of where the probe is, there's a door in the back for some reason. There's like a little spring-loaded open door. I guess you put probes in. It uses the same size probes as the Pit Boss. So if you buy one, it comes with one probe. Go get the Pit Boss probes at wherever you can get them. They're cheap. They have the right plug-in for that because it only comes with one. And then where you hold your utensils on the side.
How many plugins does it have?
4.
Oh, it has 4 pro plugins?
Pro plugins. So on the far left side of that, there's hooks for utensils.
Yep.
The hooks aren't big enough. So when you put the lid on, when you take it off, they all fall off.
Nice.
And they have just big knobs. So my utensils the hooks on utensils don't go over that knob, but they sit on the hook. So I would say, extending the hooks, making them bigger or something would help. But other than that, like cooking wise, everything else I can get over.
Nicely done, brother.
Nice.
Nicely done.
I can definitely get over.
Hey, Felix.
Yeah, what's up?
You want to talk about your new thing that's coming out?
Yes.
Oh, I don't have that with me, but so I am white labeling a sauce for Sacred Mountain Retreat. Give me one hot second. Bring it back.
Only thing that can get him stop talking about smoking and smokers is stuff like that.
Oh, see, I like listening to it because my husband and I have been wanting to buy a smoker for a while, and we were pretty set on Oklahoma Joe's up until
the labels that my graphic designer donated me today. I picked them up today. This is the labels that will go on the original BBQ sauce. 100% of the proceeds for this sauce wrapped in this label. That's what white labeling is. Putting someone else's logo on a sauce that's not theirs, but it's not a bad thing. I will be donating 100% of the proceeds for the sauce to Sacred Mountain to use as ever they see fit. And as they see fit, generally is buying food, feeding the horses, bringing vets into the center. So we have 11 cases of product to sell. This is more than 11 cases. So pretty much every one of these, and it's a couple hundred logos, will go on a jar. My co-packer gave me the sauce and jar made at his cost. The guy who made the graphics, he donated his time and effort. And for this, so all I'm paying for is sauce at cost. I'm putting all the labels on. I just need to figure out a way to either make it donation where you can donate what you want or make it a certain monetary fee, because I would love to raise $2,000 to give to Sacred Mountain. But it's just one of those things. I'm trying to figure it out because I'm looking at selling each jar for at least $15 a jar, just because it's not going to me. You'll pay shipping, everything else, but 100% of the money and everything I'm doing for this is going to Sacred Mountain because they've given so much to me as an individual, as a veteran. And I wish I would have run into these guys in 2014. They weren't around, but yeah. This is something that I truly wholeheartedly believe in. I backed it so much that they have a spot on my website. I have never put any other program that I've been a part of on my website.
Nice.
I put a part of this on my website, and I've been a part of a few. And this one actually did effective help. So I want to effectively help those guys. So be looking out for when these launch. I don't remember when I'm getting the sauce, but I still have some, like I said, I still have some work to do to see if I can get the ability to have it an option where you can order that product and then either donate or give a tip, because some people might want to give more. For those who can, awesome. For those who can't, awesome. It's just one of those things. Spread the word. I'm not trying to, financially shame people, but it's just something that is important because it's not only for vets, it's for first responders, it's for cops, it's for correctional officers. And after going through that, I have a family in this organization that I am literally set on supporting. There's no other option. So be looking for that to come out in the next subsequent weeks.
Cool.
Thank you, Dave.
I got you. HR's got you, bro.
HR got me. We just sent another shirt out. I can't say what it is. You will not say what it is, but he'll see it. And it was picked by, I'll let him know when he gets it, who picked the name. But if you do order one of our work shirts and you don't put a name, the Sauce Boss has ways to figure out how to get your name put on there. I do have final veto power over what name goes on there because it does represent BBQ sauce because the logo is on it. I've got to get used to this camera. But generally, so far, the harshest one we have is Director of Offensive Content.
That was a good one.
It's a very good one. So it's all good in the hood. But yeah, we're like I said, we have 5 jars of our habanero left.
No, you've got 3.
Oh, we got 3 jars of habanero left.
Matt ordered 2.
And
I just got the message from my email.
I saw
He
something
ordered
come
2.
in, but I didn't look at it. I saw your name, but I didn't see what it was.
Good job.
He ordered 2.
We got 3 jars of habanero left, and that's from a white boy who don't like spicy. So I'm just saying, this has probably been the neatest one coming out. So and we do have more coming out. We can't talk about it right now. It's Super Secret Squirrel. But
I know about that one. I'm waiting for the review.
You know,
if
so like
it's
I said,
hot sauce, I'm on that.
Well, no, it's not a hot sauce. It's another sauce that'll come in a jar. Actually, I don't even know what kind of jar it's going to come in because this is a special sauce. It's a holiday sauce, so it needs its own special jar.
I got an idea for a jar, but it would cost. So that might be something you got to look at in a couple years.
Yeah, no, I have an idea of a jar that wasn't cost so much, but I want my signature sauces, original mustard spicy, to be in this style jar, and everything else that comes out will have its own unique special jar. And right now I'm paying for it because I'm waiting for the coffee jar to come out, but I can't afford to do a pallet. If I could, we already have it out, but it's one of those things. I'm working on it, ramping up sales, trying to get it there because the more I push, I'm pushing to get that food trailer paid for because it's only partly paid for. We still have a pretty decent nut to finish off on this food trailer. Better not be a semen shirt. No, it's not. It's not. I almost did. I was thinking about doing that for you, but I did not. So, but yeah, that's what's going on with BBQ. We got that Sacred Mountain, and we'll be donating these. It'll be probably minimum $15 a jar because, like I said, 100% of the proceeds are going to it. And we're
nice.
You know, this is the first time I've actually talked about it on TikTok, but this is the first time I'm talking about it on Facebook. And we'll get it out there. We'll start hyping it up so people will know. I just need to figure out how I sell it on the website because I do have an option to make a donate button. But I want to see if I can make a donate button or even at least a tip button in the product so people can actually buy that a couple and then tip what they want and not have to just buy like freaking however many jars. Because like I said, there's more people out here that are well off or have that ability to give more than than you're asking. And it's one of those things that I believe in this program more than I believe in anything since I've been out of the military. So.
Well, and I think you're going good with the tip. Charge a set price for those, add a couple bucks from your usual price and then add the tip thing because like you said, some people don't want to buy 20 jars and have sitting on their shelves, but they want to donate money.
Yep. So that's what I'm working on. One of the things I'm working on. One of the multitude of things I'm working on.
I put up a pot rack tonight.
You did what with pot?
I did homework.
Somebody say pot?
Ooh.
That kind of pot rack.
And he has the perfect. I love those I love those pans.
That's
stainless steel.
They're all right with the copper bottom. Yeah, that's a little bit out of focus, but Felix, I made that pot rack when I was at Ellsworth.
It looked familiar.
Stainless, 1/8 inch, water jet cut. I got to adjust it a little bit, probably go up a little bit in height. But just little things I'm knocking off the list of the house,
Nice.
I started and it's going to look like a mess, but the home network, it looks like a mess. The home network.
Is that a Wii? It looks like a Wii.
No, it's
I know it's not a Wii. It looks like a Wii.
The white one's a modem, the black one's a router, then it's 24 port switch.
That's the black one gotta be a router.
Yeah, and I put up a Unify access point in my living room instead of having that that router over there just hanging out. So,
now, speaking of your internet, I just ordered Starlink.
Oh,
I've started looking into that.
It says it's a mess for sure. She shoots, she scores.
Zip ties.
She knows.
Love you,
help
Sam.
with cord management.
Love you, Sam. Yes, it is. Web's a mess for sure.
Kenny, I'm trying. I'm doing a function test right now just to get the AP up, and then I'm going to drop, 2 ports in each wall. Blah blah blah. I just had to get it a function test to see where my Wi-Fi would reach around. But I'm trying. I'm no network engineer.
I'm just saying.
I'm a network engineer on YouTube. That's about it. So
I'm sorry. I'm just an old Army guy. I heard patching, network reach arounds, and some other things. I'm just sorry, phasing out for a little bit.
If you can terminate a cable, you're good, because that's all this is. It just looks more complicated than it is. It's like, plug A into B, plug A into B, and that's about it. But at least I got it started and mounted. That's my biggest thing.
That's what Judy said. Started and mounted.
It's definitely Judy. Yeah. You know what? Just for that, you get a Don Cheadle.
You get a Cheadle.
See that look? On his face?
Yeah, look. He's like Juneteenth, motherfucker. Now, okay, guys, I'm gonna speak on this so no one else can, because I will. So we just recently had, which I think is hilarious, because there's a TikToker who's also melanin rich person. I rephrase that, melanin rich, and he had an issue with Juneteenth, which was the day that technically the last day the slaves in America were freed. It wasn't a blanket statement. They had to actually go get the shit done. But anyway, he goes, you put that shit on Father's Day. We are already outside grilling for ourselves in the apron you bought us, and in the heat. And now you got us there for another day, another holiday on this. So you got us out there 2 days because it was on Father's Day.
Oh,
it wasn't. It was Saturday.
Yeah,
Father's Day weekend.
So
yeah, you're right.
That's what he's saying. So you had people. He goes. So you had brothers out there for 2 days in the heat, cooking for themselves. like Father's Day is already like the day that you can make a reservation to anywhere. Like Mother's Day, you can't. But you're in the apron that your family gave you, cooking for yourself. Now Juneteenth comes along, and now you're like, I'm already got the barbecue going, so I might as well do barbecue for my damn self.
Wait, you cook for yourself? Can you move in?
I do.
Dang, girl.
I'm at home.
Because I cook on Father's Day and it sucks.
But so it's like one of those things. Like I told someone, they asked me what I thought about it. I'm like, well, there was a person in the office for 8 years that kind of looked a little bit like me, but not as good. And he didn't do shit for that day. Then you had someone who looked nothing like me who tried to make it a holiday. And then you had people that fought him for making a holiday. So quit placating to me, for this day off. And I'm like, should I?
Oh, it's a federal holiday now on that Friday.
So now that it's a federal holiday, should I sue the Air Force to get all my Juneteenth days back?
What the hell, Joshua?
Retroactive Juneteenth day. And I think if I actually made it a point, they'd be like post it on social, like have a big ad campaign for it. They probably would make it happen, because there's like, oh, you ain't gonna get the black dude some days off for that you should have had. They'd be like, and the military, they're like, we don't want to even touch it. Just pay him.
Reparations.
You have now retired as a senior chief master sergeant of all the branches, 4-star general. Go away, But I look at it like everyone's like, and
get the Don Cheadle again.
And I told my buddies, I'm like, do not call me and wish me happy Juneteenth. And they're like, why? I'm like, because I've been celebrating this since I was a teen anyway, and it's just kind of weird. I'm not trying to say it's bad, but I'm like, it's a little weird that the dude that should have done something, the one thing he should have done was make that a holiday, and he didn't.
I had somebody on F-Book, the Uck is Silent, call me a racist because I didn't care about Juneteenth. I'm like, I also don't care about Passover, Easter, Christmas, Halloween. What's that make me?
Dave, you kind of look like you came from the Civil War, so you should fucking. He's like, that's the apathy in America, because the troops didn't get out there and make it happen. Dave was one of those troops back in the Civil War that was like, I just done with the war. I'm gonna go home. He goes, you need to walk around and tell black people they're free. He goes,
bro, no joke. When we got back from Desert Storm, we had to do a freaking military vehicle parade through the town, right? And we were all like, wait a minute. I just got back, and now I got to drive a vehicle through town. I just want to go home.
Yeah.
All I want to do is go home.
Good evening, Miss Mana.
Hello.
The thing that I can't get over is like it was all over my Facebook where people were never taught in school about Juneteenth. And I'm like, I grew up in Texas for a bit, and Texas history included that. And then when in high school,
the reason they did because they were the last state to free slaves. So
but anyway. I learned about it in Iowa. I took AP U.S. history in high school, and they reiterated it.
Well, you just told us, humble brag. I took AP human history. Like other troglodytes.
It's just a class.
No, advanced placement.
I was like 40 years old.
No, that's the class.
I was like 40 years old.
That's the class.
I
was like 40 years old before I knew what AP meant for high school classes. I had no clue.
He's like AP.
They only taught up to 6th grade when you were in school anyway. Dude, I was watching. I work from home today. I had a sore throat this morning. I wasn't feeling that great, but I did a couple things, and I sat on the couch with my my laptop, and I turned on this movie, The Old Guard.
That movie is amazing.
I was expecting to see Uncle Si.
Dude, straight up, not gonna lie. If you ever seen The Old Guard with Charlize Theron, who is actually an African American sister, because she was a South African who got her American citizenship, and she became an African American because I am just black. I've been there, but I was there with the military, so that's by proxy. It didn't really much matter. Yeah, but that's a very good movie.
Yes. Sorry, I had to slide that in.
So bad now, Audie.
It was today old when I found out.
AP advanced placement, not like
I didn't try to think of what it was.
I am smart. I joined the Air Force because I am smart and I know history.
Because you had the choice.
Yes,
you had the choice.
You had the choice. Yeah. You're like, do you want to be a Marine Corps 4-star general, or do you want to work on planes in the Air Force? I'll take working on planes in the Air Force for $500, Alex.
No, I was actually contemplating joining the Army, and I took the I went to MEPS and I took the ASVAB for the Army, and even my recruiter was just like, I think you might be in the wrong place. And my dad was like, goodbye.
She's like, you signed your name properly. I think you might be in the wrong place unless you want to lead us all.
And
no, the recruiter flat out said, you're qualified for everything. I think you're in the wrong place. Those were his words.
You could have ran the Army.
You didn't sign on either.
I ain't that smart. I got a mouth on me. That's the problem.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
No.
Sometimes I hate being a veteran. Well, no, because it's like people say things and you have a thought in your head that would work perfectly inside of the fucking bread truck
or a flight line truck,
and then you're like, I can't say that. I can't say that in public.
Can't say that in public. It's like the used kids earlier. It was that
slipped
out.
Like,
it was like,
yeah. And then Jen's like, well, I couldn't have been in charge. I got a mouth on me, and I'm just like, oh fuck. Yeah. Anyway, so moving on.
Now,
it's the top of the hour.
I'm not. Yeah, it clicked.
It's the top of the hour. Felix, since you're here, you want to roll that beautiful barbecue footage, brother? Let's get us out of this awkward spot real quick. So one second, I'm a small disclaimer. We're not avoiding anything that we ever did in the military or any experiences. We're just kind of trying to keep this on a level where everybody can enjoy it, because we can dive into some deep dark holes if we really want to.
We totally can.
Just crazy X-rated. Anyway, continue with the ads. I apologize.
So right now, the biggest, hottest thing on the block, guys, is our barbecue habanero sauce. This thing has literally been flying off the shelves. I got initially 4.5 to 5 cases, and I have 3 left. So
bottles,
this is
right?
Bottles. left, 3 bottles left. So if you get one with the label right side up, you better hold that baby as a collector's item. Luckily, I have an OP computer, a collector's item, because these labels will be going upside down on these, thanks to Dave and me kind of doing some marketing collaboration. But yeah, we're running hard because I'm trying to fund a food trailer with minimal investor buy-in. So trying to get the capital to do what I want to do with the least effect on what I do, because I'm starting to feel the stress of having investors and what they anticipate, what they want, and blah blah blah, and me not actually go honk smash on them and say fuck it. But yeah, so the more you guys buy, the more BeerBreak you can do what it does, like support VR Veterans Anonymous.
You almost
even better. Support Sacred Mountain. Get on the website. Get on that 6 on Your 6 program, guys. That is, out of everything I've done, I've been a part of Wounded Warrior. I've been a part of 22, you name it, and I have never linked my website, my business, to a product or a foundation or a cause. But right now, I'm linking it to Sacred Mountain because it saved my life and my marriage. That's all I got to say about that. And we're white labeling sauce. We're going to be selling it. I need you guys to buy it. I need to be able to give those guys at least $2,000 plus. And we're going to make a phenomenal change in the life of a veteran or first responder, correctional officer, or somebody in that tier. Gold Star families go through this program. Like, they have it literally. A firefighter's wife went through this program who passed away during her job.
Yeah, you're about to get spammed with the website on the comments, guys. So it's
make it happen. We want them to see the influx. I've dropped off a case of foldouts and cards to a company I know here, Cowgirl Pizza and Laundromat. She's putting a case and card in every pizza order. A buddy of mine in town who makes my gun belt, TNK hunting gear. It's on his site. He talks about it. Yep. I talked to him about it, and then literally a week later, he called out to Jared, and I showed up, and it's just this thing is good, and that's what we need more in this world is good shit.
Yep.
And Felix, the whole time before he went up there, is like, "Man, I'm gonna come back wearing Birkenstocks and a tie-dye shirt."
I talked a lot of shit. And that's what I do, because I have to talk shit going into situations I don't understand, because if I don't, it'll get in my head, and I talk shit. So when I walked through the doors, I had no armor on me. I went in fresh, open, and clean, and I left fresh, open, and clean. And it's just one of those things that just remarkable when you look at it. So
I just thought it was a great freaking change. I kind of understood what you were doing, and be like, I hope I don't come back singing Kumbaya. Like, you were just lowering your expectations till you had none, so you didn't have any preconceived notions.
Exactly.
But, you know what I mean? And then you went through it, and the first comment I got from your first text was like, "Bro, you need to come up here." Yeah. I'm like, wait, what?
I almost quit BBQ to cook for them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I had a thought in my head one morning. I'm like, I just fucking quit selling barbecue. I'll stay up here and just fucking cook for everybody. Morning, lunch, and dinner. Like 100% run their kitchen. And I've never thought about quitting this job for anyone else but these guys, because of how awesome it is, how effortless it can be, because it's peer-to-peer. It has nothing to do with your affiliation of branch or service or law enforcement, blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't go in any records. It's just you getting out the shit that's keeping you down, facing your demons, burning them and burying them, and coming home as a better person.
Right.
So that's my spiel.
Well, we're extremely happy that you had a great experience and can come back with such a testimonial and be throwing this name out here, because this is what we need. This is what we've been talking about for a while. Scram Jett's more of a redirection show. You know what I mean? Of course, we want you to deal with your demons, and this is one place where you can go and do that, but also explore other hobbies. I mean, Felix was up there freaking blacksmithing. He basically was teaching a blacksmithing class because the guy didn't show up because he's a metal worker like I am. So, I mean, it literally folds everything into it, getting your stuff out on the table and then working through it. You know, I just wish it wasn't 1,800 miles away. So.
Well, I'm here. So
Oh, I know. Like I said, 1,800 miles away though. So it's a long.
You can drive and they'll pay for your trip.
Yeah, I gotta accrue the PTO up though. So,
I know, I get it. New job. Strip clubs
Well,
don't
I've
get
been
PTO off that often.
Well, I've been there for 2 years, but still. Definitely. We got scrolling across the problem. 6 on the 6th is one thing from them.
Yes, and that program pays for veterans to go through the program exclusively, or not veterans exclusively, but someone in the realm that they cover: Gold Star moms, veterans, first responders, cops, correctional officers. It pays for one of those type people, and you can earmark it for someone, and it pays for that person to go through the program.
Mm-hmm. And of course, this is the website for the Sacred Mackerel Retreat. Please go visit it. It's spammed right here in the comments, because once I put in a comment, it goes out to every single platform on every single account. So everybody that's on these individual ones will see it. We can see all of them as host. So it looks like it goes nuts. So,
Hey, Jen, I got a question. Did you get the crayon done for your father or father-in-law?
My grandfather, yes.
Grandfather.
And because I had gotten my habanero sauce before Father's Day, actually, I took one of those Sacred Mountain cards and I slipped it into his box. So I'm just waiting for it to ship out, like for it to arrive at Papa's house and get it stopped.
I was just curious because that crayon, I was like, well, like with elephant ears, I was like that with the crayon. I was like, I have so many ideas now, you know.
Let's see. We got a couple more comments. Sarah's objectivezero.org said Objective Zero is a really good resource and app. Use the app when things got ugly and crazy this weekend.
Sarah's out there. she's using the app and Valor for Veterans and all, you know.
Yes, he did.
Don't call me late. You know I'll be stripping in the evenings.
You know.
No. I've been working my current job for almost 2 years now.
He does live in Alabama, just saying.
True.
Yeah, you turn on a guitar and Skinner, and his clothes are coming off.
My band used to play that song for other people to take their clothes off, so I'm kind of immune to it. I got my vaccination for that song.
Lord.
He's out there in Daisy Dukes going, woohoo!
No,
they're called silkies.
They're called
there is one person that wants to see that. He actually procreated with her twice. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Might be the only 2 times he got lucky, but
they're
we know
called
there's proof.
Chattahoochee daddies and not booty shorts.
And that might be the reason why she doesn't want to see him that way anymore.
Very true.
Should be all right.
She's a nurse. She's seen worse. Maybe, kind of.
Pretty much. Just see the x-rays underneath the ER desk.
Anyway.
So in good news, like wholesome news, I officially have a niece. She was born yesterday at like 6 pounds and some odd ounces. I should know this. I just remember the 6 pounds. Yeah, I officially have a niece.
The weight really doesn't matter unless you get over like 9 pounds and you're like, oh my God, I feel so sorry for you. Oh.
My mom
was
Those are
10
rookie
pound
numbers.
kid.
You need to up them numbers. Rookie numbers. I want 14-pound babies.
My mom was 5 foot when I was born, and I was born 9 pounds 11 ounces.
And 12 foot tall.
Ouch.
They told her I was going to be twins.
Yeah.
Well, to tell you the truth, when you were a
that.
baby, that's when they still stood your mom in front of a window with the sun coming through to see if they can see the baby through the skin.
You're not far off. It was back in the day. It was before all the MRIs and all that. Yeah.
Like, we need to look at the baby. All right, someone flash a flashlight on her back.
Freaking twins. Like when I first went in for I got the positive, right? And you go in for that first ultrasound. I'm not kidding. I was fucking terrified that they were going to say twins or triplets. I'd be like, I just want one. I want no more kids.
There's
just
eBay
one.
for
I'm
2
like,
other
please
random
tell me there's
children.
one. Oh God. Because I remember thinking, like, if there's two in there, do you give one up? Do you keep both of them? Are they like dogs where you just crate them when they're too much? Like, thankfully there's just one, but for a minute there, my life flashed before my eyes and I was terrified.
I think there's a video that was on TikTok a while ago where a guy, the wife shows him individual pictures of the babies, and then she shows them together because they're triplets, and he is like, his brain, you can see his brain working every couple minutes. He's like, awesome. And he goes, wait, they're all mine? And he's like, and he just goes through the whole progression. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Are they all mine? What?
Yeah, that's what he said. Are they all mine? And she goes, yeah, they're triplets. He goes,
oh no.
I love those TikToks where you can just see the people thinking about whatever it is. It's like you see that guy going, wait, I got 3 kids now. And you see him running the numbers, and then you just see their eyes go like this, and they just go poof.
I just uploaded the perfect meme for this. I didn't know when I was going to use it, but I'm going to use it right now. And you'll understand.
Yeah.
Send help.
Yeah.
They ain't Bills no more. I call them Williams.
Williams. From an Everyday Fiance or a 90 Day Fiance. Williams.
Freaking Bill Shakespeare, bro. Oh, yeah, they didn't even go no more. Dude, that's what I said when, so, I had a second grader through the school year and then a pre-kindergartner and stuff like that. And then the second grader had to go to daycare during the summer. And then my wife told me about the check we got to write every 2 weeks. I'm like, they need a job.
We should just start calling them Captain Kirks. Yeah. Now, hear me on the progression. Bill, William Shatner, Captain Kirks.
Sir William of Richard or something like. God, dude.
Daycare is no joke. Just to send Emily full time off base here, we're looking at like $1,500 to $2,000 a month. And I was just like, "Yo, go after yourselves." Like, my kid's a good kid.
You get one of those harnesses and just put her in the desert with some water and food, and you'll be fine.
Dude, if
come back, you'll find her.
Put a pole out in the middle, put a U-joint on the top with a little pulley system. You get enough rope and you put food out around and just let her get exercise.
See, the child care, it's not the issue for me. It's the whole pregnancy and delivery. Like, y'all don't understand. Something comes out of something like this. It's not happening.
I mean, I've been kicking nuts before, so.
Hey,
it's worse. Because it goes on for hours. It goes on for hours. Now, if your pain lasts 36 hours like my labor did, all right, respect. I get it.
30 hours?
Yes, of constant back pain. And it's not like, I tweaked my back. It's like somebody has your freaking spinal cord in a vice grip and is twisting that shit. Like, nope, I'm good. My husband thought about another kid and we got another dog instead.
You didn't get a bear block?
I did get the epidural, but it only worked on half. So my whole left side was numb. The right side, I felt everything. And I knew as soon as I saw her for the first time, she was going to be an only kid. And I told my husband, like, I'm not changing my mind. And she'll be 3 in October. Still haven't changed my mind.
Did you have it? Did you have it on base?
I had no choice. And I gave birth on a holiday. So I was 8 centimeters before the anesthesiologist decided to fucking show up.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Again.
My mom pretty much said the same thing after me. She was like, he's an only child. And then after I grew up, my parents were happy that I was an only child. They were like, you didn't need a brother.
Yeah.
No, and the thing is, I look at all my friends and the struggle buses now that they've got 2 kids. I'm like, I don't have those problems. I'm sorry. And there's no guarantee that your kids are going to get along. Because my brother and I still can't get along, and we're grown ass adults.
Oh, there's a guarantee. Like, you get a get along shirt.
My mom tried everything. We don't get along.
When you did that web, you put the kids in the same shirt.
Oh no, I haven't done that, but I threatened to. Like they know better.
Oh, no, my mom belted us. She she put belts around our waist and like interlocked them together. So we had to spend the whole day attached to each other. We're 3 years apart, and I'm 29, and we still can't get along.
Yeah. I
We
like my
tolerate
sister.
each other.
I like my sister now. So, well, I've liked my sister for quite a few years. Growing up, no. After I moved out of the house, after she was in college and stuff like that, it was like, okay, yeah, you're cool. Yeah, no problem. We still get our little things like that, because we're both, very opinionated, I guess you'd say. But other than that, we're good. We plot and we plan, and we have fun. She loves my wife Sam. They're great sister-in-laws and stuff, so it's good. But dude, I ran her over with a go-kart.
My brother is one of those. Remember a couple weeks back we talked about the must be nice guys?
Yeah.
My brother is one of those.
Yeah. Must
Very much one of those.
All this stuff.
Yeah.
And, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, bro, we're not even friends at this point. But I see how, because my husband has 2 siblings and he loves them to death. They get along. They're phenomenal. So I see the potential, but because I know how it can go wrong because of my own personal experience, I'm more like, Emily, you're going to have dogs for siblings. Congratulations.
And it's not a bad thing. And it's, it's just different strokes for different folks, because it used to be, 2.5 kids per household was the median and all this kind of crazy stuff. Our second one was an accident. We were going to wait a little while longer for sure. But she's an awesome kid now, but man, that kid, colicky and all this stuff. She's a little whiny, but we're getting through it. She's my wild child, which I like. She sleeps with a monster truck sometimes, which is cool.
Oh, the one you had to yell at last week, or almost yelled at.
Yeah, she freaked out and freaking I forget. Like I stopped. I was like, hold on, I'll be back. Yeah, she was freaking out for some reason.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. It's different strokes for different folks. It worked out well enough for us. They're here. I can't really get a refund. So
but the beautiful thing is, like, I'm a firm believer that blood relation, in my opinion, doesn't mean shit.
No,
your family are the friends you choose, and if they're blood related, awesome. So Emily's gonna have to learn the hard way that your family is gonna be those close friends, whether you meet them in the military, at your civilian job, or the neighbor down the street. You're gonna have to learn how to socialize and communicate. Yep. Otherwise, you will be alone, and that's on her. I will give her all the tools that I possibly can. It's no different than if you're born into a family. You still have to maintain those relationships.
I'm an only child, and I turned out fairly okay.
Yeah.
Well, my mom was an Air Force brat. She has 5 siblings, but so my grandfather was stationed at Ellsworth. He actually worked in King Hangar. Met my grandmother there. They moved to Malmstrom. Had my mom. I think came back to Ellsworth. Had twins. I forgot where they went after that, but they were also at Scott Air Force Base, Illinois. They were at Hahn Air Force Base, Germany. Columbus Air Force Base in Mississippi. Craig Air Force Base in Selma, where I'm from. And they had 2 more, another daughter and another son after that. And my mom has told me multiple times, like sometimes family becomes your friends and friends become your family. And it's because of the military thing. It absolutely is. It is what you make it. Because multiple times I flew down from South Dakota back here to Alabama, and I would have people like, well, it sure would be cool if you came and saw us more.
Yeah,
I flew 1,800 miles.
It'd be cool if you took your little happy ass and drove to see me too. Yeah.
Yes.
I flew 1,800 miles. Yeah. I am less than 2 hours from you, or an hour from you, or something like that. I'm down here for 2 weeks. I'm going to be at a couple different locations. If you want to see me bad enough, you can come and find me. Well, yeah, we're going to be over here. I was like, man, I told you about this like a month and a half ago. Is what it is. If I don't see you, I don't see you. And I've had quite a few friendships just, and I realized, okay, man, is what it is. You learn about those real quick. And I never
put water on dead plants.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And hey, Audie, what do you mean? Whatever, Si?
No, here pretty well, it's not pretty soon. Probably November. We'll be up in South Dakota to go visit. I worked with
Nice.
Maddox on the flight line. So he knows my husband and I really well, and he's actually the godfather to our child. So we'll be in South
Nice.
Dakota. So I'll be pestering Felix come November.
You're not pestering at all.
Well,
But
I'll
I
be.
literally
it's
might
just
be on the
like-
road. I might
yeah.
be on the road going to get my smoker. You never know.
Ah, well, we'll be in the area. Otherwise, I'll feed your dogs if you need
Yeah.
someone.
So my next scheduled thing is July of next year. I'll be coming to South Dakota. So I have a.
Well, I
family-
might be up
family
there
reunion.
again in. Well, I might be up there again in January because I have an externship coming up for school. So I plan to visit South Dakota, see some see Maddox, and then come home, go to my externship in Iowa, come back home to Virginia, hopefully, and then apply for Sacred Mountain. So hopefully be back up in South Dakota come January-ish.
Nice. Oh, let's see. I don't really have anything for tactically acquired. I do have some other stuff for hobbies. I'm on and off kind of Instagram and Facebook as far as posting. It's another thing I'm not really hugely fond of is birthdays on Facebook.
Oh, I comment for those, and I attach a funny
I give you
GIF,
my happy,
usually
happy,
animal
happy.
themed.
You get my happy, happy, happy from Duck Dynasty. Happy, happy, happy.
I don't know. I think it's a nice sentiment. Obviously, Facebook has helped connect people all across the world and reconnect people and help them celebrate things. But I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit old school. If you don't actually remember someone's birthday, then it's a nice thing. Don't get me wrong. It's a
Well,
great,
no,
nice
I'm just
thing,
saying, like
but-
for me, growing up as a kid, adult birthdays weren't celebrated. So
True. Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know my mom's and dad's birthday for decades because it was never a thing in my head that your parents had birthdays because they never celebrated them. So when I got older, it literally was never a fucking thing. You know, like
My
your
mom and dad has some birthdays. That's when my dad was riding motorcycles, and he had some cool motorcycle friends.
Well, that's way different, you know.
And yeah, I remember him. He's like, "Hey, go up." I was shooting beer cans off the porch with a BB gun with like 5 drunk bikers on the porch. I was like
Explains a
5 years-
lot.
I was like 5 years old, like bing, bing, like it was rocking. But
Now, I get what Felix is saying. It's just one of the beautiful things about having kids is you get to choose how to raise them. And I
Yep.
grew up in a household with.
oh, what the hell?
That is even better than no
How do I
share.
screenshot? How do I screenshot? Where's my screenshot?
Is this cosplay? Dear Uncle Si, is this cosplay?
Oh, does this work? Yes. No,
You need to make
When
a
the
TikTok of
when the
this.
flaming crosses come out, I gotta go.
Initializing.
Oh.
Oh no. Where did that go?
And you know, I try to change things up a little bit.
You went straight Gandalf, man.
It's like whoosh.
Gandon. Remember what that is? That was
Yeah.
something in the Aussie. He's Gandon.
Yeah, it was.
Thou shalt not pass.
Actually, this bag I made at the psych ward in the VA treatment center. That was one of the ones that Sarah talks about where they send out leathercraft stuff.
Made by true. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
I was
Anyway.
gonna screenshot, but I just realized this is recorded, and I can go back and pull clips later.
Yeah.
Hey, I try to mix it up and entertain.
I dig it. I dig it.
Do you, boo boo? My
Are you good?
eyes are itching like a big dog.
Lay off the cheaper chews, bruh.
No, not at all. I haven't done anything in a long time. It's just being outside with actual allergies. It's just
Oh, yeah.
you know, and then having dogs that don't have carpet to suck in their dander, so it's all over the
They make
Yeah.
robot vacuums.
I
There's
have,
I
I
got
literally
have
a,
two. I have
The Hill
two.
Vest
and it's not
Edwards.
helping.
Yeah, I have 2.
I take a Zyrtec every day because fun fact, I'm allergic to cats.
I
I
do too,
have
but
2.
mine's not working out.
Yeah.
And I have 2 cats. I take a Zyrtec every day and a Benadryl if it's not working.
Felix can't take Benadryl. He gets groggy and starts falling asleep.
Just for allergies, I'm on like a Zyrtec and the nasal fluticasone every day.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I have that for like extreme situations, but I take Benadryl with like a shit ton of caffeine.
I can't do that stuff up the nose. That just messes me up.
Don't do Afrin is one thing, but the nasal steroid, the fluticasone, Flonase, that's different. That's daily use. If you use Afrin for more than 3 days, your body will start like reacting to it and not taking care of itself and clearing out your own sinuses. So that's why people get addicted to Afrin, because that's all they can use. You got to wean yourself off of it. It literally says on the back, do not use for more than 3 days. So,
no, I have Flonase, but I only use it when it's like day 2 of constant congestion and there's visible like swelling on my face.
I just every day 1 squirt. It's supposed to take 2 squirts a day. I'm like every day, just is what it is.
And Tuco probably ran faster than you did, Jade.
Skaters! Oh my God, skaters! Run!
I am dreading the mosquitoes because we don't really have them in Vegas because it's just too freaking hot.
Yep.
And I know we're gonna have them in Virginia, and I'm like, great, we need netting. Stat.
I just imagine mosquitoes are like flying from Texas over towards Arizona, and they're like, "Oh wait, fuck that, that's Arizona."
This is on my list for housing improvements, and like I said, the home network, the pot rack, a few other things. I want to get a bat house or a couple bat houses and mount them like high up, because a baby bat can eat their weight in flying insects a night.
Yes.
Growing up.
Oh hell, I need one of these. Do they have bats in Virginia?
I got 2 bat houses out in my backyard, one on my garage, one on my house.
Telling you
Does
right
it
now.
help?
Amazon.
Oh, it helps so much. You can
Amazon, dude.
You need a little bit of plywood, bing, bang, boom.
Dude, $30, free delivery. Done.
Hell yeah.
I'm just telling you. I've been meaning to do that.
I'm seriously gonna. I'm adding it to the wish list.
And look at that. Look at that cool one. It's got the little bat thing on there and like the little burnt wood. I'm just telling you. Like I need to get one
right now.
Yeah. Bat houses. Bats are amazing. If you don't like them, piss off. Psst. We hear you. Oh yeah.
Flying rats.
That's fine, man. They're gonna eat every flying bug out there for all I care.
Yep.
No problemo. I'll probably have.
They don't eat the ones that count.
They actually do.
If they could eat the gnats,
every time they try, Air Force One flies them over and they die.
What are you talking about?
They don't eat Joe Biden.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
all I know is when the president makes a video that black people can't have accountants and lawyers, I'm just saying.
Or they're not smart enough to figure out how to get on the internet.
Well, I had my wife
or get a driver
turn it on for me, and I'm just here talking. And when it's over, I have her come press the magic buttons because. To turn it off for me. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for looking out for me.
Honestly, some of the stuff that Joe Biden says, literally just, I'm dumbfounded. Completely dumbfounded.
I like the fact that I'm waiting for someone to try to cancel me.
We're sliding into the weird direction here. Well,
bats is a weird direction.
But
we were talking about mosquitoes. We were talking about mosquitoes, though. So from the comments, we're feeding off comments and said Tuco just ran aside from the mosquitoes, and Jay was like, "Ooh, I was going to get some bat houses," and we went to bat houses, and that's how all that went.
You need bat houses; they're good. Like I got an opossum that comes up out of the gutter. I live like Felix knows the side of town I live on. We got a possum that comes up out of the sewer, and those things are great. They eat everything.
Yeah.
They're like bats, but on steroids.
See, a single bat can eat up to 1,200 mosquito-sized insects every hour, and usually eat 6,000 to 8,000 insects a night.
We can make a chemical that can do that.
Yeah, it's called DET, and it killed a lot of bats.
Yep, and people.
And people. And people.
I'm pretty sure after Hiroshima, there were no bad problems. Just saying.
Not for a little while.
Yeah.
So we have
All right, well,
I don't mind. I don't mind if they live in my yard if they eat the mosquitoes.
Me either.
Because I get itchy and big bumps and.
Oh yeah, my kids get whelps on them. Like it's horrible. I don't know why they're so freaking reactive to them, because I'm not at all. I mean, they itch, but they don't whelp up. I don't really have anything for tactically acquired. I do have a little bit more hobby stuff, which I kind of went through this weekend, which is a little nerdy. And of course, my wife will tell me I have a problem. I did go back to my storage unit and get a few things for the girls. Got my oldest jewelry box and stuff like that for the girl, and then a couple more toys and bins and stuff like that to unpack for the youngest one. But I did get one of my bins, and in that bin is a shit ton of Hot Wheels.
I saw that.
So I just got back from the military and started being a couple of Skyline guys. Like I saw a bunch of Skyline, like I own my Japanese classic car, Hot Wheels out there. So I started picking a few up here and there, and started getting in some groups on Facebook. And there's some kind of rare ones out there, and I don't know a lot of people in my area that collect. There might be, but I have a lot of Targets, a lot of Walmarts and stuff like that. Even CVS's and Walgreens. You can roll in there and find some weird ones. Of course, I branched out from just Nissans and stuff like that. But I mean, this is just open in one case, or one of my tubs, and it's just all kinds of ridiculous stuff. But
Tom, the two Marines, they have a friend that has a Hot Wheels problem worse than you.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Yeah, I have a friend that I sent this to the other night when I was just sorting through this. This isn't in the whole tub. He's like, yeah, that's like 2% of what I have total. I'm like, oh, thanks, great, thanks for flexing. I'm just saying, hey, I have a problem too.
Yeah,
you know.
You get a hold of Tom and ask him, hey, who's that Hot Wheel guy? He'll know. You guys should trade.
Yeah, but
is there any particular reason why you have duplicates?
Yeah, rule of 3, basically. One to keep, one to trade, one to open if you want to.
Yep.
Oh,
so
okay, that's smart.
in the card is worth more, obviously. But if you only have one, you don't want to trade it. You want to keep it.
Yeah.
If you got one that's in the card, and you're like, oh yeah, I have a spare
Trade
one.
them all. It's just cards. Trade them all.
Yeah, I
Paper
can trade that.
past
Cool.
Apocalypse.
And if you really want to open one, you can open it, or you can trade it as well. So, and sometimes, those 3 right there, those are like kind of special edition. HKS is a tuning company in Japan. You can see by the back of my phone, HKS, same kind of pattern.
Yeah.
So, pretty kind of cool pattern, I think. Yeah.
See, I'm used to, I open them up and I play with them.
Yeah.
So I'm a terrible collector because I just buy the one and then I play with it.
That's why I buy 3, so I can open them up.
Well, Matt's happy.
But I can't. So I like Barbies.
Matt's happy, yes.
I'm not buying 3 Barbies just so I can play with one.
True.
Okay.
Some of these things, though, I'm looking at it from a collector's point of view as well. Like, I want to collect them because, like, that one up here with the truck and everything, it has an R32 Skyline in it, like mine. So it's people want that one, and not a lot of people can find them. These 2 on the left, those are some Fairlady Z's, and the 3 on the right, there's some HKS MBK vans with the livery on them. So I mean, not a lot of people can find them. Blah blah blah.
Okay, blah blah blah. We got 2 people saying you're not a collector, you're a hoarder.
I figured. Yeah.
He's a collector
this
because
is
those
the
are
hobby
specific
that-
items.
Yeah.
It's a hobby
Yeah,
that
exactly.
doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah. So this is like kind of a little GTR shrine, I guess you'd say. It's in So that little middle set right there, it's got an R34 GTR, R33 GTR, R32 GTR with a Nissan Wrecker in there. That you can find it at Walmart for like 20 something bucks. People are
I
charging.
actually saw that on TikTok where a guy gifted his neighbor that because his neighbor has 3 Skylines that he parks on the side of the street, and he bought that specific kit for him and set it on his Skyline and then waited for his neighbor to find it. And his neighbor got like all excited and was happy dancing.
Oh no, that wasn't Skylines. That was the Civic Type R.
Is that what it was? I don't. They were cars. They were cars.
Yeah. Civic, I saw it too. I'm a car guy. It was a Civic Type. It was a white Civic Type R. Yep. The dude was like, looking around. He was like, oh my god, like who did this? I remember seeing it. It was like, oh, this is awesome. He's like, yes. Like he didn't know it existed or something like. So
that is true. If you have a system to organize it, it is not hoarding.
Yeah. So I mean,
it is organized.
That little set in the middle,
it's like that pile over there is this. That pile it's still hoarding.
It's organization. What I do with yards is hoarding.
Okay, there we go.
Jen, we've seen your closet, Jen.
That little set in the middle right there is like 20 something bucks at Walmart with the 3 cars and the Wrecker in it, and online it's already selling for $100. So this is what I'm saying. Is what it is. Yeah, supply and demand. Like this one right here is really stinking cool. It's a Moon Eyes. It's an old school hot rod tuning shop in California.
Yeah,
the freaking Volkswagen pickup, right? Hauling a freaking bug as a transport.
See, that's my jam.
You know what I mean?
My dream car. Yeah, my dream car is a Beetle.
Yeah, so
like not the new Beetles, the older Beetles.
So is my dad too. My dad's got a couple of them. They're all rusted and don't run, but he has them. So, but I do pick up random Volkswagen stuff for him. I really I look for unique stuff, not just Nissans. You know what I mean? This is all of them packed back up. You know, there's a whole Corvette set in here. There's a whole exotic set. The Gulf racing liveries, like the light blue with the orange like circles on them and stuff like that. The Gulf racing livery, I collect those. They're just it's just a fun little thing, and they're $1 a piece.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Went to Walmart to get a couple things for dinner earlier, and wha-bam. So this one right here
I can't even judge you because I do the same thing with Barbies.
Yeah, this one right here is a 277 special. This is a Porsche 935, but it's in the style of this guy called Magnus Walker, who's a famous Porsche collector.
Yep.
From the UK, since moved to the United States. I found 2 of those guys. You know what I mean? Boom. There was a R35, a 2017 GTR, which I like Nissans. Sorry, it's a little bright, but found that one just randomly. Somebody set this stuff out. And then I found a Lamborghini Aventador Coupe, one of the special editions with the label missing.
Nice.
So this is going to be part of a limited edition set and all this stuff. So they're $1 a piece.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
There's some
because my Barbie shit's a hell of a lot more expensive.
Yeah, there's some Hot Wheels, random Hot Wheels, like the collection is. See, the thing is, back when people were collecting them in the beginning, there was not that much communication, except when you went to trade shows. Now you have eBay, Amazon, and the internet.
Yes.
Now it's total communication, and if you have it and they want it, you can sell it.
Yep.
Give it 10 years,
and they'll pay.
And nobody can find it. Oh, I got a 2017 GTR. Bro, where'd you find that? Had it in a bucket for a while.
Yep.
Look up some market prices on it. The yellow one. Oh, the yellow one was really rare. Oh, okay, cool. $100. Paid $1 for it and waited 10 years. It's better than an IRA on some aspects.
No, it's
what's wrong with the Irish Republican Army? Are you not against what they do? Are you against what they do? We want to know. The people want to know.
Oh no, here we go. Yes, crafting supplies.
Mr. Travis, I'm the one that goes to Hobby Lobby. I have so much yarn that it is spilling out of my baskets, and I need to downsize.
My
It's
mom
bad.
came. My mom came to help
It's
with
so
the kids after their little minor surgery they both had for one day, and she brought enough crafting supplies to put one Hobby Lobby out of business. And she went and got more crafting supplies. So
I pretty much have enough to literally start a small business of selling craft supplies at this point. It's bad. But there's a
Jett, we need to get you to make Webb elephant ear rug.
mm-mm.
I actually have the yarn for that.
I will admire that from afar because that is the mascot of our rival team in Alabama. Can you make me a tiger?
Ooh.
I might have a pattern for that.
Oh,
But don't
No,
you,
I'm not.
don't you collect elephants?
No,
You don't like elephants?
I like your elephant.
yeah.
That's badass. But literally,
That was
Like-
yeah, literally. So my parents are actually Alabama Crimson Tide fans, who their mascot is an elephant. I'm an Auburn fan, which is the cross-state rival. It's just how it worked out when we got a hold. Our grandfather got a hold of me and my sister both when we were very, very young and turned us into Auburn fans. So I admire the skill to do the elephant. It's a beautiful elephant as a general art piece and all that stuff. But as far as like having an elephant in my house, my mom pissed me off one time where my kids were staying with her and she put an Alabama shirt on one of my kids and I was not happy. Like I was not happy. Like I was like, wait, whoa, hold on. So yes, you're right. There's a reason for that. It's tradition. Just saying.
Well, in Audie, you forgot about a little part between war and eagle. It's war damn eagle.
Here you go.
I wouldn't know that. 'Cause I don't follow either of those crappy teams.
I have
Um,
so we have a loft space in our house that my husband is trying. We're trying to make a workout room,
That's
but
why I
there's
keep all
so
the
much
slaves.
craft shit that he's literally doing sit-ups in the like on his workout bench with yarn smacking him in the face because I have nowhere else to put it.
my entire childhood room, which was a decent size. We lived in a 2-story kind of log cabinish thing with the vaulted ceilings, not vaulted ceilings, open ceilings coming down and whatever. It's pretty big. That's my mom's craft room now, and you can barely move around in it because she's got so much stuff in there. So yeah. Just wait. What are you doing? Thanos over there? What's going on?
No,
All he's gonna do is snap.
I'm getting a injection in my spine. I think on the 5th or 6th coming up, and so my back and hands.
What's his name?
Dr. Anderson. Doctor. So
Jesus.
go for it. I'll take it. Guess what? You're about to get sued, boo. We'll do it again.
Why are there 2 hands on my shoulders, doctor?
Go for it. You can't beat the big blue weenie. You can't beat the big blue weenie.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. This has been spirited and fun. I have enjoyed it.
Yes.
But I need to go wrap this and get her ready for dinner.
Roger that, brother. Give us some final thoughts real quick. I know you've been busy as hell. Like you've been
just been
knocking
busy.
it out.
I have not forgotten about you guys. I'm still keeping it heir apparent, but I have personal business shit that needs to get done. We do definitely appreciate your support. Sorry, I took some Benadryl, so my eyes are like weird and my voice is very weird.
Sound like some
Benadryl
Chiba chews to me.
Hard, bro.
Huh?
Benadryl hits you hard.
Benadryls do hit me freaking hard, but dude, I was sneezing and coughing. Well, not coughing, but I was sneezing primarily all day after a while, and I'm like, I just need something to knock this shit out.
Saw that, yeah.
I got a couple more orders to box, Jen and fam.
You
get
can
hers
wait
done.
on it. No rush. We
Well,
still
no.
have a half a bottle.
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm getting there.
Really?
But
Really, do you?
I
Do
do appreciate all you guys' support. everyone that has been sharing the comments, liking and sharing the comments on what I'm doing, because at the end of the day, what I'm actually working on is being able to build a facility, to build a network where I'm hiring vets and first responders and stuff like that, so they can kind of come into the fold and enjoy what I enjoy every day.
Y'all keep buying stuff because I'm trying to be the first Southeast distributor of BBQ sauce down here with my own warehouse, bro. Just saying. Y'all need to buy some stuff, man.
But you guys be good. Love you all. Be good humans, because if not, I'll find you and I'll make you good humans.
I miss you, brother.
Promo code, I miss you too. If you guys have a promo code, use it. I'm not going to put it out there what it is. If you're a veteran, use your code. If you don't have it, hit me up on Instagram or Messenger or anyone on here. They should know it.
Yeah.
Yep. Call me later this week.
All right. Love you. Peace.
Yeah, brother. Love you, too. I miss old Felix, but boy, he's been pounding the pavement for sure.
Oh, he's been
rocking.
Yeah,
out,
but
dude.
that he pounded the pavement on that habanero sauce, and I didn't even know I liked sweeter hot sauces until I tried that shit. And now I put it on eggs, I put it in ramen, I put it in fucking everything but goddamn cereal. And I am a hot sauce prude.
Would you say you put that shit on everything?
Everything but fucking cereal at this point.
And I bet you sat there with the bottle in your hand and went looking at the cereal, looking at the bottle, looking at the cereal.
I made that mistake one time. My dad, my biological dad challenged me once, and I must have been in like 3rd grade. He's like, "You won't put that in your cereal," and I was just like, "Yes, I will." Worst decision. Oh. That was the worst decision of my life. I still can't eat Kick cereal because I remember that taste of hot sauce milk. Like, if you eat hot sauce and then you drink some milk, it's not too bad. But man, you mix them together, it's terrible.
We're climbing to the top of the hour. I'm not going to cut us off. I just want to do the slide just real quick, and then we can continue on real quick. Right now, you're watching on twitch.tv/Veteranons, on YouTube /Veterans Anonymous, and on Facebook at Facebook/Veterans Anonymous U22. On Monday nights, they're taking a little bit of a sabbatical right now, but Lunchbox and Judy should be back in the fall. It'll be Monday Night Mayhem Radio, usually on at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Of course, you're watching this right now at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesdays, Taco Tuesdays, which none of us ate tacos. Well, I ate a Philly taco. That sounds bad, but it was actually, Philly cheesesteak. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks. Thanks for watching and putting up with us. On Wednesdays, we have the Crossroads with Combat Cricket, Cuddling Kittens, sometimes Uncle Side rolling in, playing a lot of good games. They like some crowd interaction, and you never know. If you got a decent webcam and a decent attitude, you might be invited on to play a game. So hit them up on Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And rounding out our week are our resident Marines. We still can't believe that we let them give you a weekend safety brief. It's Kami Erratic and Baby Jesus with Full Metal Crayon Eaters. Love those guys. Please go visit a couple of their sites, because he's my brother. They have a few things going on right now. They're trying to find some personnel for their cross-country run. I will put some banner going on because he's my brother. Ooh. There we go. Please try to help him out. Kyle Killinger, Baby Jesus. He plans on running 3,000 miles across America. He has an RV. He has a decent amount of monetary support. He needs drivers. He needs someone to drive him across. It can be 2 days. It can be 3 days. It can be 3 weeks, whatever. Hopefully there's some retirees out there watching us that would love to just donate some time driving for a cool-ass dude. I'm telling you, he's awesome. He's trying to raise awareness for veteran suicide. Please get in touch with him. It's scrolling across the bottom of our stream right now, because he's my Facebook.com/because he's my brother. Please give him a look, a shout, and see if you can do anything for him. If you know anybody that can donate time, anything, he'll be on Thursday night again pushing this whole issue. We really want to get him somebody out there. We all I'm sure. I know me and Sai have, like, if we had the leave and the means to go, we would do the whole entire freaking thing. We would even go do spells of it.
If I had a license, I'd drive the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't have a license and I don't want to do that. You know, I could just imagine I'm the reason his run gets shut down because I don't have a license and I was doing like 4 miles over the speed limit and fucking stuff, you know.
If the route was closer to me, if I think the closest point in the route for me is going to be about 8 hours. If the route was closer to me, I would have gotten someone to take me to a checkpoint and drive as much as I could. I would have taken the PTO and all that stuff. Things don't work out always, but we're trying to push it to the forefront and get some freaking people out there to try to support him. Love these guys to death. They rock out and they do a lot of stuff for awareness for sure. I don't know if you've seen Tommy and Tom's videos. Tommy and Kyle's videos. Tommy's on like day 370 something of 22 push-ups a day. Kyle's on like day 110 of 22 push-ups a day. I wish I had their shoulders. I'm telling you, both of mine
Me too. I got noodles.
clickety clackety steroid shots in both of them like 6 times. Like, ugh. I almost, not because I was weak, but because I moved it wrong in a previous injury. I picked up one of our old cats that was like close to 20 pounds one time, like this, and it went, ooh. And I had to go to the doctor the next day and get an x-ray and a steroid shot and all this stuff. So, and just tell you the condition I'm in.
Explaining, well, here's the weird thing. Explaining to your doctor how you hurt yourself picking up a cat.
You know this story.
My first cat literally gave me a black eye. I was laying in bed. I heard my cat make noises. I went to pet my cat. My cat went pop, 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 pop. The next day I had a VA appointment. I have a black eye. And my doctors are going, do you feel safe at home? And I'm like, yeah.
No, I don't. My cat abuses me.
You know, it's like, who's going to believe this?
Dude, my cat Pickles, when we first got him, I picked him up. It was an old house in Florida. And he went whap. He only did it once because his claw got stuck in my cheek and he was pulling. Like, I was like, oh my God. I would just grab it and like pull it out like a fish hook. I'm like, ugh, go away. Go do something.
And see, I have cats with claws, so I felt that. Like,
yeah.
Trust me. You've seen pictures of Rupert and me doing like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Rupert's a big boy.
He's good. He's good now. But yeah, when he was younger, he didn't know just what it like stuck in my cheek. And I was like, oh, I'm glad it wasn't like an inch up further.
Yeah.
So that'd be pretty bad.
Well, cat bites can get infected so quick.
Yep.
So
I
it's just
definitely
like anything cat mouth. I'm more like, nope. No.
Thankfully, ours don't bite. When you aggravate them, they'll nibble a little bit, like you know, like a little cat attack thing and crap like
Mine
that.
are extremely patient with my kid. Like they just hiss and then they run away. But when I go to clip their nails, I have to muzzle them or I'm mauled.
Oh, dude, my freaking 5-year-old wraps Pickles up right underneath the freaking arms and is walking with him. His hind legs are still on the floor. But he's like all like this, like, okay, I'm going wherever you go now, and doesn't touch her. It's fine or whatever. I can pet him the wrong way one time. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like,
yeah, mine are the same way where I'm like, what's the difference? I'm human too. I feed you. I take care of you.
The difference is
they still
you didn't protect them when the little human scooped them up. They look at you like, hey, save me. Oh, you're not doing nothing. Okay, fuck you next time.
Yep. Sarah's asking how you muzzle your cat.
So there's 2 things. It's called a cat bag. You can get one off Amazon, and you pretty much, it's like, think of it as a duffel bag before your cat. And instead of having zippers on the top, you have zippers so you can pop a leg out, pull it out, clip the nails, shove the leg back in, pull out, zip it up, unzip the next leg, move on. And then they make actual muzzles that you can Velcro behind their head, so it clicks behind their ears, and they don't maul you. And it also covers their eyes.
I need a muzzle for Rupert. Like, hey, Clarice, can you still hear the lambs?
It is Velcro, and it does cover their eyes. So I have my husband hold the muzzle where it Velcros to make sure it doesn't unclip itself, and I stick them in the cat bag. And then I put nail caps on, those plastic ones. So I trim his nails, I apply the nail caps, and then we set him free. And neither one of us gets mauled with the cat bag and the cat muzzle.
I would need welding gloves and a welding jacket to try to do that to Rupert.
So I lure the cats into the bag with treats.
Yeah, that won't work with Rupert.
you might need a second person, because if you scruff him perfectly, you might be able to shove him in the bag all at once. So you would need another person.
No, I think I'm going to need tranquilizer darts with Rupert. There's no way two people are going to get him in the bag.
Oh, trust me. I could. I'm going to school for it. I could. He might not be happy with me.
Yeah, I can do the same thing with pickles and everything. I can get him real good. He's like, oh, mama. Yeah, I remember you, mama. And just freeze up.
Every now and then I can grab Rupert by the scruff, and he just goes like,
yep.
But then he realizes, he's like, oh, wait. You're a human. I have claws. And he starts scratching. It's like blood. And I'm like, no, we're done. Bye. Go.
Try scruffing him and grabbing his back legs all at once.
Yeah.
Because their natural reaction when they're scruffed is going to be to kick that back leg up.
Yeah. Jen, he's 26, almost 28 pounds.
Lift some weights, bro.
Just go John Cena on the cat. Just full send.
Can't see me.
With his luck, Rupert will be sitting there waiting.
Yeah, a little Benadryl on the cat food, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
They do make pheromones that you can plug into the wall for cats that are supposed to help mellow them out. So maybe some of that might help.
I tried that when I got him when he was a little kitten. And he was, I think it just hyped him up. It was like steroids.
Yeah, I think this is the case.
Yeah, Rupert does own me. I'll be sitting in the chair. I'm like watching a game. I'm getting into it. I'm like, yeah, good goal. Rupert jumps up on my lap, and I'm like, shh, okay.
He's like, shush, human. Shush.
Yeah.
You're too loud for my napping time. All right, we are at the top of the hour again. You guys got any closing thoughts?
Same as always. If you're reaching out, if you're in a dark place, keep reaching out. Don't stop at one person that you reach out to. There's so many organizations. We try to talk about them. There's fishing, there's hunting, there's camping, there's metal detecting, there's crocheting, there's anything.
We've got them scrolling across the bottom right now, basically.
We
try to keep them in a rotation, but yeah.
Just keep reaching out, because some of us, you can reach out to any of us, but some of us have our own issues that we're dealing with at the time.
Yeah, yeah, man. I love you, Gandalf. I do. Bro.
That's pretty epic. You need to make TikToks of that. Yes. No, my thing is the same thing that it is every week, is you can't help other people unless you help yourself. And that includes pouring into your cup. So regardless of what hobby you choose to do, you need to make that time for yourself to either do your hobby or make sure you're showering, make sure you're eating, sit on the back porch, listen to the birds and drink a cup of coffee thing. That pours into your cup. You can pour into others. Man, that's my motto. That's all I've got.
Recharge, reuse, recycle, right?
Yep.
Something like that.
You're recharging on the back porch, listen to the birds, drink some coffee. Yeah. Again, this is a completely different show than most veteran shows. More of a redirection. Yeah, we talk a lot about our own experiences and hobbies and day-to-day things. If it's interesting to you, great. If it's not, maybe you got to listen a little bit closer, because you probably hear quite a few different characteristics that you see in yourself, and a lot of us, because we all share kind of the same vein when it comes to after the service and dealing with things. Some have it more harsh than others. Some don't have the support network that others do. That's what we're trying to get on here and spread a little bit with a lighthearted approach. You know what I mean? That's all we're trying to do. I did boost a post on Facebook, and I got like a couple comments about, oh, spammers be spamming and blah, 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 blah. And I got on one of them, like, bro, you're not a pair of boobs. Nobody cares if you bounce. Like that was one of them. I'm like, okay, let me take a different approach. Let me take a different approach.
I like that though.
Like, he was like, you've been blocked and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool, bro. But the other ones is like, I personally responded to him. I'm like, hey, this is not spam. I'm actually literally, we're not asking for any money. We're just asking to say, hey, watch this channel. Look at us. Like, look at this page. Like, look at our recordings. So what we're trying to do is reach other people with different hobbies and stuff like that. And it spreads some news about hobbies and things that everybody can do to cope with everyday things after they get out of the military.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's a big generalization, but it is what it is, man. We're here. This helps all of us too. This is part of a lot of our therapy, getting on here, letting it out, you know, trying to entertain people. It's kind of become a hobby. Like I like kind of getting organized for the show, even though tonight I told you, Jenny's like, oh, you got a list of topics? I'm like, nope.
I didn't have one either.
I was like, let's just roll with it, bro. I got a couple pictures and memes that I've uploaded, and like, let's just roll with it. And it's fine. It's exactly fine like that. It's no problem with it. I'm not sitting here trying to get famous. I'm not sitting here trying to get the most views so I can get advertisers and make money. I don't give a shit about that. Would it be cool? Yeah, it's fun. That would help us reach out to more people. You know what I mean? It'd be perfectly okay with me. I mean, we were sitting here averaging between all of our broadcast platforms at about 10 or so for the longest while. I think we popped up to close to 28 once or twice. I'm good with it. That's fine. If you guys that are watching us on any of the platforms can share us out, and maybe some other veteran out there will see us and like what we do and comment, and they can do the same thing. We can reach more people and have more fun and get more ideas and do dumb stuff just for the fun of it. You know what I mean? Who knows? If ammo gets cheaper, I'll go out and shoot a bunch of stuff and tape it. I don't care. Literally, I got buddies that are coming back from overseas. The guy's got an enormous amount of automatic weapons, and I guarantee you everybody would like to see that. So just shooting random stuff. Who knows? So it is what it is. We love you guys. Once again, I'm W from the South Coast, aka Mobile. This is Scram Jett. We start at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We end right about now. And everybody ready to go? We're gonna pull this pin.
I gotta put the kid to bed tonight. But next week I can schedule out later next week.
No, it's fine. This is perfect, Jenny. Thank you for being patient with us. I know I'm probably a little bit long-winded, but thank you for staying on. We always enjoy having you. It's a blast. We'll have to talk about crocheted tiger of some sort next week.
I will find patterns and upload pictures.
I may send you some examples.
That would help. That would definitely help.
All right. For those of you that weren't here at the very beginning of the show, I did change a little bit on the intro video. I've been trying to get into the Google Drive to drag out some more footage and stuff like that, put it in there. Just a couple things we did. But we thank you all, guys. Holy crap, John. Way to show up at the end. Freaking blister. Show up when the work's all done, bro. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. No, Audie. No, I don't need an elephant.
It's gotta be a red elephant. I got it.
Maybe I'm gonna send it directly to my parents. That's the only thing.
I'll tell you a little bit about Audie. When I first met him, he was a San Francisco Niner fan. And then he became a Atlanta Falcon fan. Then he became a Arizona Cardinal fan.
Nah. All right, guys. We're going to be out for tonight. We're going to do a little outro. Thanks for joining us again. Please join us next Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for Scram Jett. And please look up our YouTube channel. That's where all our recordings since last week are. Last week. Yeah, sorry. Thanks, guys.